Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Metal God, Peter Joseph here for another video on your Thursday night, February the 26th, 2026, so 2626262626. But anyway, it's February the 26th, 2026. Thank you all for watching this video right here on Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. On this channel and my other channels as well, show your love and support there. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos in the past, the present, and the future coming. But don't leave stupid comments. You get hit with a bass guitar and then sent to the Shadow Realm where Satan and Ozzy will pretty much destroy you and then eat your soul. So don't do it. Go do it on your boring channel that nobody really cares about. Because you ain't gonna do it on mine. You don't like it? Tough shit. And that's that. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, you need to get hit with an electric guitar. Because you are SOL. You know what that means. If you don't know what it means, oh boy. You need some help. And that's that. So, once again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that other good shit. That's that. And for our newbies out there, if you've never seen my channel before, and you love music, or anything else, like wrestling and stuff like that, then hit that subscribe button down below on my respective channels. And when you do subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We really hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, you relax. Grab your nice, tasty, cold one. This is ginger ale. And if you don't believe me, I get a mini one. So that's that. So sit back, relax, put your sneaky feet up, grab yourself a cold one, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, well, fuck you, man. And that's it. Get out of here. Go on your boring channel and just get out of here. That's it. Simple as that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. We're 2 days away from the end of the month, and Sunday will begin another great month, and the third month of the year of 2026, and that'll be March, which may be coming in like a beast, because we're getting some snow here in the Northeast, in my neck of the woods, Sunday into pretty much Wednesday. Might get another winter storm. Not too big, thankfully. Not a big blizzard, hopefully. But we might get some little bit of snow Sunday and Monday, and then maybe it'll change over to ice and eventually rain. Maybe by Wednesdays, temperature gets up a little bit. There is a chance that next weekend we're gonna hit 60. There's a chance. I'm hoping for that. Get all this garbage snow that's outside my house, melt it, and hopefully it'll never come back, but they're saying maybe we get some snow coming up in March, and maybe by Easter. I hope not. We don't need that. We don't need the Easter Bunny, coming in a blizzard in certain states, but not around here, hopefully. Because spring starts in a few weeks. Easter's going to be here in pretty much 4 weeks. So, and then don't forget, next Sunday, we turn the clock forward an hour, so we lose an hour of sleep, but more sunshine and more daylight, as the sun will be going down around 7:30-ish. That's not bad. By the time we hit July, it's around 8:30, close to 9. It gets dark. Can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. So the summer is slowly approaching, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about about 4 months to go for that. For the start of summer. And we'll see what happens with that, with the warmer weather. Hopefully no hurricanes in my neck of the woods and all that other good shit. Blah 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 blah. Alright, for my wrestling fans out there, we got TNA Impact Wrestling coming up at the top of the hour. So we'll talk about that. We're not going to do a TNA review from last week because I was incommunicado last week, taking care of a personal matter, which I'm doing this weekend. So after tonight, I will not be doing videos until maybe Saturday and part of Sunday, and that's that. And then I won't be doing it back in Concert of Joseph till pretty much Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the weather. So let's see what happens with all that, because I do have to go to the dentist hopefully go to the dentist on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens with all that. But lots of stuff coming around the pipe in March. We got Elimination Chamber this weekend, and then we got Vengeance Day the weekend after that. We got AEW Revolution. We got a lot of stuff in March going into Easter, and coming out of that, baseball starts, WrestleMania's around the corner, NXT Stand and Deliver, lots of stuff going up until May. It's crazy. So stay with me on my respective channels. Please hit that bell, because if not, you're fucked. And that's that. Alright, enough about the wrestling and baseball and all the other good shit. You came here for music, mostly, because my channel is mostly music. I do, part of the channel is tribute videos to the faithful departed in the world of music and movies and sports and stuff like that. But I do have videos talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, album reviews, concert footage, stuff like that. So, you like that? You came to the right place. So, this particular video, as the title below says, yes, once again, we are back, and it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame nominees to be announced. We're going to get the who's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. We're going to find those out in April. Right now, you can cast your vote at rockhall.com/2026 nominees, or just go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame website at rockhall.com. Go to the section to cast your vote for the nominees. And it's a pretty good class this year. Not that bad, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to run down the nominees, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so we got the Black Crowes going in this year. I think this is the first year they're going in. Great band. You know, they had their problems, you know, the brothers fighting amongst themselves for many years. You know, they first formed in 1984 in Atlanta, GA. Chris and Rich Robinson, you know, just great hits, hard to handle. She Talks to Angels, Shake Your Moneymaker, which was their debut album in 1990, because the only way to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is to have your first release debut comes out 25 years, you know, before you can actually get in. So we got that. So the Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker, 1990, featured Hard to Handle, She Talks to Angels, and then also Remedy. And the band was, at the time, the band was going through a lot of, you know, going great with Eddie Harsh on keyboards, guitarist Mark Ford, and a whole lot of other great people in that band. But we move on with that. Jeff Cease, bassist Johnny Colt, drummer Steve Gorman, also in the group. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, hopefully they'll get in. Now I believe this is their first time on the ballot. And, yeah, they revitalized the marriage of hard rock and soulful southern blues, carried the torch for classic rock in an ever-changing musical landscape. This is going into 90, when metal was at its peak, pretty much. And then you had glam metal with Def Leppard and, you know, Poison and bands like that. And then the eventual, as we hit 1990, you had bands coming up like Pantera, and, you know, the Black Album came out, which was like Metallica's like, fuck you to metal, basically. It was like, when that came out, every band was like, oh, we gotta do better. So, and then Kurt Cobain comes around and is like, hey, what about my music from Seattle? Basically said, oh, metal, go bye-bye for a little while. Then metal came back in 1998 with, new metal bands like Creed, Nickelback, Korn, bands like that. But in between there was some great bands like the Black Crowes, Mr. Big, even a band named Faith No More. Just want to point that out. They should be in. They're not, but they should. And we got that. And we move on. Jeff Buckley, a great guitar player. He's on the ballot, I believe, for the first time. And his first album came out in 1992 on Columbia Records. That was the debut EP, Live at Sin A. Featured originals Moho Pin and Eternal Life. He was influenced by Led Zeppelin, Nina Simone, and Qawwali musician Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. So, he had a big vocal range. He went 4 octaves. And Mariah Carey, who's on the ballot again, because she didn't get it on last year, she's on it. She goes like 7, 8 octaves. And I think we all know who goes higher than her, and that's Ariana Grande. So, but she's not in, so. But his vocal range was insane. Haunting melodies, genre-defying artistry, produced one of the most celebrated albums ever recorded. With great songs like Lover, You Should Have Come Over, Forget Her, and the iconic Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. So. But sadly, he was taken from us in 1997 due to an accidental drowning. And, he lives on through the lyrics and sounds of groundbreaking artists like Radiohead, Coldplay, Muse, Phoebe Bridgers. So I assume one of his family members is going to be taking the award if he gets in. Let's see what happens with that. Alright, like I mentioned, Mariah Carey, she was on the bill last year. Maybe gets in this year. We'll see what happens with that. Another newbie, Melissa Etheridge, is on the ballot. I don't think she's gonna get in, but most of you people remember her from "Come to My Window" and a few other good hits here and there. But I doubt she's gonna get in. I highly doubt it. But we got that. A guy that should have been in last year, and that's Billy Idol. We all remember Billy Idol. White Wedding. That guy. He's on the ballot again this year. I hope he gets in. But knowing how I feel about the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, they'll put in Mariah Carey and Melissa Etheridge instead of people that should be in, like Billy Idol, like Iron Maiden, like INXS, people like that. Because, the people that, even the fans that don't vote for the metal bands that go in. That's why I feel that if you want to have a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you should have people that actually sing rock and roll. Not have people like Mariah Carey or Lauryn Hill or, I hate saying this, but Wu-Tang. They should have their own Hall of Fame, like the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Something like that. But anyway. Yeah, so Billy Idol's on the ballot again this year. Speaking of Iron Maiden, they're on. I think they're on again. But it's been I think it's been over 25 years since Killers came out. Way over 25. They were formed in 75. Peace of Mind came out in 83. So that's, that hasn't hit 25 years yet. Killers has hit at 25 years. Because I think that came out in 81, 82. So, And then, somewhere, Power Slave came out in 84, somewhere in time, excuse me, 86. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, 1988. And they're going strong. Sadly, Paul Di'Anno has passed away. Nico is technically in and out of the band. But it's still going, and they kick ass. They still kick ass. The last album, Sengetsu, did pretty well. I think they might be coming out with hopefully a new album soon. They've been doing a lot of tours. Days of Futures Past. Lots of tours where they do. I think they did the Somewhere Back in Time tour. They did the entire album from front to back to front. That was an amazing tour. And they're probably going to be on tour this year. So, go see them. And if you see Eddie, say hello. Eddie! Eddie. Eddie should go in by himself. Probably one of the greatest mascots in the history of metal. I'm just saying. Because you never saw bands with, mascots until Iron Maiden came out with Eddie. And Eddie's gone through so many incarnations, it's just insane. And then Megadeth ripped him off with Skelly, and then Disturbed ripped them off with the Man, or the Image, or whatever they call it now. That's been on all their Disturbed albums. So you got that. Alright, move on. New Editions is being nominated. Belle Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown. The others in that group. Okay. Pink is being nominated. Okay, go with that. Shakira. Surprise, that's a surprise. Shakira, of all people, Shakira. Her ass should just go in. Just saying. Because her hips don't lie. And her ass. So Shakira's going in. Wu-Tang Killer! Bees are going in. Been 25 years since 36 Chambers came out. Been a long time, so that came out in 92 to 94-ish. So, early 90s, really. I think that's when it came out. I believe it came out in 92. But, all praise to ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. It came out in 1993. Surprised that they're on the ballot and win 26. 25 years ain't 26, dude. But I digress. But they're on the ballot anyway. This amazing tracks. RZA, the Jizza, Oh Dirty Bastard. You God, Master Killer, Capadonna, Inspector Deck, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, Norman Bates, METH, man. And all of them have had solo albums, which are insane. And if you haven't picked any of those up, oh, you're missing out on Wu-Tang. And if you haven't had a Wu-Tang album, what is wrong with you? But, Wu-Tang, kicking ass, I hope they get in. I hope they do, but we'll see. But, we miss ODB. Not the wrestler ODB, but, the man ODB. Oh, baby, I like it raw. That guy. And we move on. Shimmy, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yaw, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take her away. All that good stuff. Hey, dirty, baby, got your money. I hope they get in. Just for ODB's sake. But who's to say if they get in or not? Sometimes the fan vote don't even mean shit. We got that. Sade's going in. I love Sade. Smooth Operator. That's the only song I know. There's a couple others she has, but she's gonna go. She's being nominated. Luther. Luther Vandross is going in. Probably one of the sexiest singers next to Barry White. That's baby making music, dude. That's baby making music. If you thought metal was baby making music, What do you want to listen to tonight, Sally? Let's listen to some Isley Brothers tunes. No! Put on this. Put on some Luther. So Luther's being nominated. Joy Division / New Order again going in. I think this is the second or third year them going in. Oasis going in again. The Brothers Gallagher. This is the second or third time on the ballot. Hope they get in. In Excess, band from Australia. Been a while. I think it's been a while since Kick came out. One of their main albums, Kick, with with What You Need and New Sensation. Actually, Listen Like These are their breakthrough album, 1985, and then 87, Kick came out. So it's been just about a little over 25 years that came out. With New Sensation, Never Tear Us Apart, Devil Inside, I Need You Tonight, stuff like that. But good stuff. And then, at one point, Adam Lambert joined the band. I never liked that. I never liked when Adam Lambert joined In Excess. I didn't really like it that much. But anyway, we always pay tribute to Michael Hutchence, who, I don't know why he killed himself. He hung himself in his bathroom back in the day. November 22nd, 1997, he pretty much hung himself. He committed suicide. But they inspired, the Killers, Maroon 5, No Doubt, Dua Lipa, who reinterpreted Need You Tonight in their hit Break My Heart in 2020. But they still have Gary Beers, Andrew Ferris, and John Ferris, the brothers Ferris, and Tim Ferris too. Michael Hutchence has passed away, and Kirk Pengilly. So, I hope they get in. I hope. But, I'm just, it is what it is. I can only vote by myself. Alright, Lauryn Hill's going in. From the Fugees, her solo work's been great. Even with the Fugees, been great. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, a great album. So, we'll see. And finally, the man who should get in, and if he doesn't, we're gonna have major problems. If Iron Maiden don't go in, another band that should go in. Soundgarden. Oh, actually, Soundgarden's in. Sorry. I think Stone Temple Pilots is the final Seattle band who hasn't got in yet. I think Alice in Chains, but man, we gotta get STP in if they're not in already. But if not, we need to get Stone Temple Pilots out because it's been a while since Purple came out, the first Stone Temple Pilot album. So, but a man that should go in. And that's Phil Collins. No, not Phil Collins from Def Leppard. The actual Phil Collins from Genesis. His solo work is amazing. He's still going. He's still going strong. Doesn't look it, but, because he's old. He's ancient right now. But, I think he's going in as a solo artist, because I think Genesis is in, but he's had hits galore. I mean, Take Me Home, You Can't Hurry Love, which is a cover song, Against All Odds, and the ever so popular has been covered by so many bands in this moment. Anyone, that's In the Air Tonight, probably one of his greatest freaking songs. Sussudio. Other great things. He even did Easy Lover with Philip Bailey. We don't remember him from Earth, Wind, and Fire. But he has to go in. He has to go in by himself. I'm pretty sure Genesis is in. I'm pretty sure. Let me just... I'm pretty sure Genesis is in. I forgot what year. Yeah, they got in 2010. So Phil Collins is in with Genesis, but he's not in solo. So hopefully this is the year he goes in, and we can get in. We can get Iron Maiden in, maybe INXS in. Hopefully we can Hopefully we can get Phil Collins in, man. Hopefully we can get him in. Let's see here. All right. Let's go to the leaderboard. And like I said, the final nominees, the people that will get inducted, will be announced in April. So about another month or so until we hear the who's going to be inducted into the 2026 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All right, as it stands right now, the leaderboard is Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Pink, INXS, Luther Vandross, Iron Maiden, and Sade. That's the top 7 right now. I think the top 3 get in. I don't know how many. I think the top 5 or top 10 get in. I'm not sure. Oasis has almost 42,600 votes. That's a fan vote. Phil Collins leads with 96,563. Billy Idol at 68,258. INXS 60,593. Iron Maiden at 52,000, almost 52,100. Wu-Tang, almost 37,600 fan votes. And Oasis, almost 42,600, like I said. Shakira, 25,717. I don't think you're getting in. Lauryn Hill, 37,587. Mariah Carey is close at 46,659. So, we'll see. But if we can keep the leaderboard the way it is, and, hopefully more votes for Iron Maiden, because that's, we gotta get the metal in there too, if we can get Iron Maiden, INXS, and Billy Idol and Phil Collins in, I will be a happy camper. At least those four bands, basically. Well, Phil Collins, Billy Idol, and then INXS and Iron Maiden, I would love that. But this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. They don't give 2 fucks about the fan vote. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, that is the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees for the class of 2026. Once again, Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Pink, INXS, Luther Vandross, Iron Maiden, Sade, Mariah Carey, Oasis, Melissa Etheridge, New Edition, Wu-Tang, Lauryn Hill, Joy Division / New Order, The Black Crowes, Jeff Buckley, and Shakira. And you can cast your vote at vote.rockhall.com / that's the leaderboard. You just if you want to vote, I'll put the link down below in the gobbledygook. You can vote at vote.rockhall.com. So cast your vote. You can vote, I think, multiple times a day, I believe, or maybe once a day. But that's pretty much it. So that's that. So do it now. I don't know when. I don't know when the final vote is. I think the final votes are going to be in a couple of weeks. I think it ends like right near the end of March. So you got about a few weeks to about a month to cast your vote. And your vote can get your favorite band or your favorite artist in. So, vote for Iron Maiden. Please, vote for Eddie and vote for Iron Maiden. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to try to get something up in the next 20 minutes before Impact goes on the air. And then we'll talk about wrestling in a little bit later, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. And until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. So that's it. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Rock on and rock rock hard with your cook it, like Lemmy would say. So, do that. So, rock on, everybody. Rock on, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.